Hey friends, it is another beautiful sunny day here in Arizona, and I am going to be showing you this community right here in Santan Valley that holds a lot of value. I'm going to show you some model homes that have a two-car garage plus either an RV garage or what's called a toy garage. I have not heard of that before, but we're going to check those out. We're going to see some more typical traditional family homes as well. We'll talk about the HOA, drive up and down some of the streets so you can get a feel for the neighborhood. So let's jump in. Before we go into those model homes, I want to show you the amenities here, because when I said this is a good value, I was not kidding. The HOA here is $99 a month, and you get a swimming pool, you get sports courts, a playground, paths. So let me show you all of the things that you're going to get for that HOA of $99 a month. You can see they have a nice big swimming pool over here for the residents. Lots of seating, some covered ramadas. Here's the other side of the pool. Pool hours are 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. They have this parking lot right next to the pool, so everyone will, be able to park and get there and enjoy the pool. And then they also have this playground right here. Recommended age on this is 5 to 12. However, I will be showing you another playground that they have in the community, but this one is pretty big. A great place to meet some new friends. And a little drive down the street from the swimming pool, you have this extra play area. You can see this little path that I'm on. They have trails that go all throughout the neighborhood, so you can come from your house to the sidewalk to a trail and make your way to one of these amenity areas. So you can see this one has a lot of nice green grass, and they plant winter grass here, and then the summer grass comes up naturally on its own. So you're going to have green grass year round. They have not just a half court basketball court, but this is a full length basketball court. If you're a fan of basketball, you're going to love that. And then coming over, you can see that you have one beautiful shaded picnic area and some fun play structures for the littler kids. Also some traditional swing sets. I imagine some kids will love climbing on these rock structures, hiding out under here, and just some really unique playground equipment that the kids are going to enjoy. Right behind me here is the Overland floor plan. You can see that it's modeled with the RV garage right here. You can get the exact same floor plan over here, but you can get the toy garage, which is the extra garage, just the normal height over here. And in that case, it is called the Cardinal floor plan. So same main house, just a different extra garage over here. This one is going to have 2,892 square feet. You can get it with 3 or 4 bedrooms. This one is modeled with 4 bedrooms, plus you still get the extra den space. You're going to get 2.5 to 3 full bathrooms, and the base price on this home is $651,000. Let's go inside and see what you think. It is a beautiful sunny day here, and look at this house. Do you need an RV garage? Imagine being able to park your RV or your large toys in here, or just have plenty of room in here for messing around, a man cave, maybe a hangout, a place for mom to do all of her hobbies. You still get your 2-car garage over here. And this is a cute exterior, isn't it? Kind of a homey farmhouse sort of feel. They have a big iron door, which is an option here. And let's go inside. Okay, I wanted to give you this perspective so you can kind of see what it looks like Over here coming towards the front door. Right here, you're going to have 2 bedrooms in the front that share a full bathroom. This one looks out to the front of the house. And it's a cozy little room over here. You have your standard size closet. And then you have your full bathroom right here. You get a single sink. You have the bathtub and the shower combo. And then this room over here. This room is a little bit bigger than the front room. And I really like how this is modeled with the 4th bedroom instead of an extra flex space, because you basically get a whole extra bedroom with its own bathroom, which is really nice if you have guests, or maybe you just have maybe an older kiddo who can use a little bit more of their own space. This is a great drop area. And over here you have a coat closet. A really good size laundry room down here. This is where you're going to come in from the main garage. And you can see there's all kinds of cabinet space in this laundry room. Just think of all the things that you can store in your laundry room. Okay, this is where we just were coming out from seeing that laundry room. Let me show you the flooring. Very nice, low maintenance tile. The grout matches a real nice neutral look. And I'm happy with their flooring in here. Now, if you go this way, you are going to have your powder room, kind of set back over here. You have a window that opens there. And then you're also going to have some extra closet space right over here. This is your den or flex room. Now, it is an option to have doors put on this room, which would be great. I suppose you could also make that a formal dining room if you really want a formal dining room. Because you can see this is just right across from the kitchen. And then you have your dining table right here for more casual dining. So if you don't really need that space for a den, you could choose to make it formal dining. This island is very long. You can see they are seating 6 at this island. You have a nice corner pantry, monogram appliances, almost a white cabinet in here with neutral backsplash, very nice neutral countertops, gas range. Over here you get true double ovens. Sometimes it looks like you're getting double ovens, but it ends up the top is actually a microwave or something of the sort. This one is an actual oven. And this is just a really big area over here. So if you like to entertain, if you have a large family or just really like having your space, this is really open. Before I show you the primary bedroom, I'm going to show you this guest room over here. This could be, instead of a guest room, it could be an additional flex space. But I really like this as a 4th bedroom. It is large. This is a very large extra bedroom. This is really the size of a primary bedroom. You get a view to the backyard. They did a cute accent wall. You get your standard closet over there, but it does have its own full bathroom. So really great space for guests, maybe a college student, older teenager, whatever. And then here, right outside of the guest bedroom, that 4th bedroom, you have a door to the RV garage. So let's take a look at that. I thought this was funny. I play pickleball. They set up like a mini pickleball court in here, which is hilarious. You could never play pickleball on this size of a court. I mean, you could. It would be very different, and actually it probably would be a lot of fun. But you can see this RV garage is set up kind of like a hangout. And then you have a door that leads into your main garage. Now this one has a split AC right up here. If you're not familiar, they are extremely effective in cooling spaces like this. So a lot of people will put them out in their garage, and it really works wonders. This over here is your tankless water heater so that you will get instant, well, I shouldn't say you'll get instant water, but once you get hot water, you're not gonna run out. So if you have a lot of people using the showers, you don't have to worry about timing it or anyone running out of hot water. All right, coming back in, let's go into the primary bedroom, and after that, I'm gonna show you the backyard. All right, so this is kind of cute, a little extra storage right there before you go into your bedroom. Love this. They have the bathroom before you go into where your bed is, which is nice. You have your double sinks right there. Again, just really nice choices in this model home with all of the design selections. And they have a great shower. Love this shower. A little bit of a step right here before you go in, but wow, great choice on the tile in this one. You can turn on the knob so that the water gets to the right temperature before you even step in. You have your little bench down there. You have your spot to put your shampoo and stuff. Plus you have this ledge if you have extra stuff. And you have the shower head that is coming down from the ceiling as well. Does not get much better than that in my opinion. And let's check out this closet. It is a little bit bigger than is typical, I would say. This should be plenty of space for most people. And let's go check out the actual bedroom around the corner here. You have the one main window and two smaller kind of decorative windows over there. And no carpet in this house at all, which is kind of nice, especially if you have pets or allergies. But in the spec homes, it might be something different. In those spec homes, otherwise called quick move-in homes, they could have this exact same floor plan with totally different design choices. So you never know what might be available. This home is modeled without a huge slider. They just have your typical size sliding door over here. And coming outside, you can see they put a pool back here, a little play pool. And this is called a Baja shelf. It's just a little narrow part. You could put some chairs there, relax. This community does have a swimming pool as one of the amenities, so you know, that's another option. If you don't want to pay to put in your own pool, just go down and use the community pool. You can see this one has a good sized patio back here. Let's put up a map so you can see exactly where we are today. We are in the exciting town of Santan Valley. This is a city that is growing like crazy. They just passed legislature to make it incorporated, so it is now forming its own, you know, city council and all city government, so that's kind of exciting. And like I said, it's just growing like crazy. There are new construction communities going in all over the place, but it's still kind of on the outskirts. So if you have a long commute to get to wherever you work, that's going to be a consideration. However, there is a freeway that has been approved to be extended. The 24 freeway will come all the way down and service Santan Valley. They're going to be building that in phases, so it's going to take probably up to a dozen years before it gets all the way down to Santan Valley. But that's still some kind of exciting news for residents here, and it's going to be good for your property value as well. A couple of things that are close by that are kind of fun. The olive mill. This has been a staple of the area for a super long time. They have olive orchards there. They do tours daily, so you can go and tour the premises. They have a cafe and a cute shop where they sell all different kinds of olive oils and goods. And then they have a great outdoor area where they have live music. People go out there to socialize, to get something to eat. So it's kind of a fun spot in the area. Another one, Pecan Lake Entertainment, is an amazing amusement park sort of place. They have go-karts. They have a cool rope course that's really amazing. They have a little bit of a putting green, an arcade. There's just a lot of things over there, and it's almost brand new. So there's actually a lot to do down here by way of shopping, restaurants, and entertainment. Schools as well. They're bringing some excellent schools to this area if you have kiddos. So it's definitely a great place to consider. Now let's head into the next model home. Right behind me here is their Compass floor plan. Now this one is modeled with what they call a toy garage. So you're going to have your 2-car garage right here, and then you're going to have a toy garage that goes 2 cars deep, and it opens up to the backyard. Now you can change this so that this is an RV garage, in which case they start to call this their Embark floor plan. It'll have the exact same floor plan in the main house. So this one right here is going to be 2,228 square feet. You're going to get 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and the base price on this one is going to be $536,000. Let's go take a look. Okay, so with this floor plan, we are going to look at this toy garage first, because I honestly have never seen a toy garage offered in a new construction community. It's just really unique. So you can see 2 cars deep. You have a door that will go into the 2-car garage, and this is a deep garage, so you could fit 2 cars in here if you wanted to. But you can see it opens up to the backyard, which is super nice. That would just make this a great extra space for entertainment, for your hobbies, whatever it is that you do. You can see they put an idea right here on the wall. They have your Jeep pulling your boat. And yeah, I can imagine that would make it very convenient for those of you who like to go boating. And there are some great lakes on the east side of the greater Phoenix area. We have Canyon Lake, Saguaro Lake, and then Roosevelt Lake, a few others. If you are a boater, let me know. There's also a great lake on the west side called Lake Pleasant. And that can be an important part of your decision if that's something that really enriches your life. Let's find a house close to a lake so you can go boating on the weekends. All right, so coming in, you can see the sales office is where the normal 2-car garage will be. They have a pretty archway over here going to the front door. Welcome to your new home. The front of the house here has kind of a generous area where you come in the front door, kind of a long entryway, but you have 2 of your bedrooms right here in the front. So very separate from the primary bedroom and even the living space. It's going to be nice and quiet up here for whoever is using these 2 bedrooms. Maybe you're going to be using one as a workspace or a den. Or maybe your kiddos are going to be back here, or guests. Either way, these bedrooms can serve your purpose. They are a little bit on the small side. And you do have a smaller full bathroom here. This is still a good size bathroom. It's a full bathroom, but you only get the 1 sink. So if you want something bigger than that, you might want to try to find another floor plan, but let's go ahead and check out this one. Over here, you're going to see you have your laundry room. That's actually a pretty good size, and it has a window, which is nice. Next to the laundry room, you'll have this extra closet. And right across from the laundry room, this is where you're going to come in from your main garage. You can see there's a drop space there. All the way down here, you have your powder room. And then as we come out from there, here is your den, and they put doors on this den, which I think makes all the difference. Makes this just a much more usable room because you can really have some quiet in here if you're working. You could even turn that into a bedroom if you really needed to. There's no closet in there, so you'd have to set up some sort of wardrobe system, but it's possible. Quite a bit of space in this kitchen. Lots of counter space. You do get a gas range, a pull-out gas range rather than the built-in. And again, this is just a very timeless look that they chose here. Your nice big sink. And all of this is very open. This is a very pretty chandelier here that they put over the table. You also have the big slider doors as an option in this floor plan, which is very popular these days. Let's go into the primary bedroom, see what you think about that. Cute. Some people really want to have a bathtub in their primary. You can see that they modeled it with a bathtub here. And you still get a nice shower that you can enjoy. This is a good sized tub, not one of those tiny ones that they put in sometimes. Double sinks over here. You do get a linen closet, which is a little bit deep, so quite a bit of room in there. Your toilet is in here, and then last but not least, we have your closet. Very nice. Okay, let's take a peek outside so you can see the back of the house and the size of the patio here. It's kind of nice. They have the patio with the slight arch instead of being straight across. And this is a pretty standard size covered patio. You can see what they did over here. They put some pavers so that it kind of connects to that extra garage space. And backing up, you can see they did a fire pit, a very low maintenance, natural looking bench, artificial turf. If you are interested in building your own swimming pool, it is not going to be cheap, but I do have referrals for you. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you reach out. Okay, we're just going to drive down this street, give you a little bit of a feel for what this neighborhood is like. You're going to see a lot of homes that are neutral colors, shades of beige, tan, grays. I have to say, there's not a ton of color in this neighborhood. So if that's something that, you are really wanting, then make sure you reach out. I know all of the neighborhoods that are a little bit more green, or the outsides of the homes have a little bit more variety, and definitely can point you in the right direction. Behind me here is their Albany floor plan. This one is modeled as a 4-bedroom plus a den and a 3-bathroom home. However, there's some wiggle room. You can have 5 bedrooms, or you can have 3 bedrooms if you're willing to give up the 3-car garage. So this one right here is going to have a base price of $448,000. You can get, like I said, 3 to 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a 2 or 3-car garage, plus you get the study And square footage on this one is going to be 2,198 square feet. This is a really unique floor plan, so I'm excited to show it to you. Let's go inside. You can see that they put pavers in the driveways and the walkways. That is something that you'll see throughout the community, and it's a real nice touch. Also, this is just kind of a fancy, elevation with the large archway coming in over here to kind of a wide front patio. And let's go inside. Here we are. In this model home, they painted the walls a little bit darker than I typically see in model homes. They have some kind of grayish wood look tile in here. And let's check out this bedroom that's in the front of the house. So this is the only bedroom in the front of the house. So it'll be nice and quiet. And it's right next to a full bathroom. So someone gets their own space over here, a little bit of privacy. You have a small linen closet there. And here is the den. Now, if you want to make that a bedroom, that is something you can do. It's definitely a good size for that. The location of the primary bedroom is real different than I see, I think, in any other floor plan. I don't know that I've seen something like this elsewhere. It's actually going to be tucked back there behind the kitchen, which I'm not mad about. I think that's kind of a good idea. A good size island here. You can see it easily sits 4 people. And they have pretty much a white counter in this kitchen, a built-in gas range, true double oven. Love that. Gray backsplash. You have your stainless steel appliances. Everything is looking sharp. Okay, let's go back here. This is just real different. So you come back behind the kitchen, and to this side, you're going to have your primary bedroom. You have an extra full bathroom over here with double sinks. You have a laundry room over here right next to the primary bedroom, and on the other side of this wall is probably where you're going to have your television. So it's nice that it's not going to be the wall on your primary bedroom. And I like what they did in this bathroom. They put in the super shower, and they just do a great job with their showers in here. Love the design. You have double sinks over here. And your closet is pretty tall. You can see that the shelving goes up higher than I normally see, and it kind of goes back over here. You definitely could make better use of this wall right here. Add some hooks or something. More space to hang stuff up. And then back here is where you're going to have your toilet. Coming out of the bedroom, that's where we saw the laundry room. Here is an extra little linen closet. This is that bathroom we saw a minute ago. Back here, you have 2 bedrooms. This one is optional. You could make that extra garage space if you want a 3-car tandem garage instead of a 2-car. So it's nice that with this community, you have some options to kind of play with the floor plan a little bit and make it really something that'll work for your situation. Let's go outside and take a look at the backyard and the back of the house. I think I might have forgot to mention that they do have a quick move-in available right now of this floor plan, modeled with the 2-car garage, the 4 bedrooms, and the study. And that one is priced at $512,000. Not a bad price for a brand new home of that size. You can see this model home has a little swimming pool, a fire pit, And a nice corner patio over here. When you are moving, of course, one of the most important things is the location that you choose. Here in Santan Valley, you are going to be on the outskirts of the greater Phoenix area. So you can expect when you are living here to continually see lots of new development. There are going to be more and more communities going in here. It's already happening. You can't hardly make a turn without seeing another sign for a new development. Schools going in, shopping going in, places of entertainment, it's all being developed. That can be kind of exciting. But do you work remote? Are you retired? Do you have a commute? All of those things are important. I don't want anybody sitting in their car for too long, especially if you have a family. So make sure you reach out. I want to help you navigate all of those factors, and let's find you the best deal and the home that is going to work best for your situation. Right behind me here is their Sienna floor plan. This one does have a bedroom on the first floor that has its own bathroom. So if you're someone who has guests who can't really use the stairs easily, then you have that option. This one is going to be 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. You get a 2-car garage with some extra storage and a base price of $461,000. This one is going to have 2,507 square feet. Now, right now, they have 2 available in this floor plan, priced at $506 or $516. That would be the out-the-door price with everything included that they put in those spec homes, except for the backyard. So not a bad price. Let's go inside and take a look. What do you think about this elevation? It's a little bit Spanish, a little bit farmhouse, kind of a mixture. Let's go inside and check out this floor plan. See if a 2-story home is going to be the one you decide on. Coming into this home, one of the first things that I noticed was the flooring. It is a very nice natural wood look tile, one of the better ones that I've seen, and hardly any grout line. Here in the front of the house, you are going to have 1 bedroom with a cute little window that looks out to the front on this side. And then you have another cute little window over here that is next to your walk-in closet. And right outside the door from this bedroom, you get your own bathroom over here. A single sink. You have your full shower right there. And then backing up, let's go over here. Now, underneath the stairway, you're going to get some extra storage space. That is always nice here in Arizona, where we don't really have basements, very rarely. And we don't really like to store things up in the hot attic, so any extra storage place is a plus. This is just a really pretty, homey living room. And while you are cooking, you're going to be able to look over this island and see the living room, watch TV. You have this nice built-in gas range. Look at this pretty backsplash. Very nice. And this area over here too is larger than I would expect. You can fit a pretty big table in there. Very pretty. And like I said, something about this floor plan just has a real nice homey feel. Another thing I really like is your entrance in from the garage, which is right here. It's probably the first thing you see whenever you come home. You park in the garage, you come through this way, and I just think it has kind of a nice feel to it. You can make this cute little drop area over here. You have this closet so you can put away, your bags or your jackets, whatever, when you're coming home. And just walk right in to this great, cozy family room, the huge kitchen island with the cutouts over here where you can fit extra seating. Just really a great layout. Feels very comfortable. All right, let's go check up the upstairs. And while we are going up there, let me remind you that when you are going to visit a model home, that sales rep is going to want to register you most likely. And when you fill out that registration form, you are waiving your right to be represented by a realtor. So make sure you take one with you especially to that first visit. Hopefully that's me, and I will work for you for free. I get paid by the builder, or if it's a resale home, I get paid by the seller. From this angle, you can see at the top of the stairs, this is just a fun extra space up here. A little TV room, a hangout room, hobby room, whatever you need it for. And the first bedroom at the top of the stairs is your primary. I thought that was funny to have huge pictures of pelicans on the wall, and then I remember that's my husband's favorite bird, so it would be kind of fitting for us. And coming in here, they did more of a basic setup here for the primary bathroom, but just keep in mind they do have options to put in a nice super shower, so you could get a little bit fancier. And you are gonna like this closet, I think, because it is nice and big. So much room in here. It's like its own room in and of itself. You could fit a crib in there. And coming out of this room, let's check out the other bedrooms that are upstairs. Down this hallway, we have a lot going on. We have the laundry room, first of all. You could make this whatever you want. They did a little desk, which is kind of a nice idea. You have your full bathroom over here, double sinks, which is nice. And you have your shower tub combination. You get an extra storage closet. I can imagine putting a bunch of games in there. And then here on the end, you have a couple more bedrooms. So everyone's gonna have their own space in this house. Lots of room for everybody. Okay, let's go outside. I wanna show you something cool they did in the backyard. But first, do you notice they just have like your traditional windows here in the living room? I feel like now I see so many huge slider doors. It's kind of nice to just see your traditional windows. There's something, I guess, old school about that. I'm not sure if the large slider doors are going to be going out of style or not, but I kind of have a feeling that they will eventually, right? So this is what I was talking about. Isn't this fun? Kind of a circular raised patio that they did out here where the grill is. That is just a unique design. I like that. And they did lots of nice, low maintenance Arizona landscaping out here. You can grow a surprising number of things here in Arizona. And the nice thing is that there's a lot of things that will stay green year round here, including this artificial turf, of course. But I'm talking about trees and bushes, and I can be a resource even for those sorts of things for you, so that when you have your dirt lot, you'll have some ideas of what you can put in your yard that's going to be green year-round. If you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area, let me tell you what's going to happen when you give me a call or send me an email. So first of all, I'm going to want to hop on a phone call with you, or maybe a Zoom, at least an email, so that I can get to know your situation better. I want to know why you're thinking about moving to Arizona. What is your lifestyle? What are you really looking for here? And I also want to give you an opportunity to ask me any questions that you have about moving to Arizona or about me as a realtor. Next, if you are planning a visit to Arizona, I would love to be able to meet up with you and show you some areas and some homes that I think are a good match based on what you already told me. Or if you want to do something more on your own, I can at least set you up on a self-guided tour so that I can direct you some areas that I think might be of interest to you. So here is my information, and do not think you are bothering me. I am just waiting for your phone call or your email so that we can connect. It's the only way that I'm going to be able to help you find your next home right here in sunny Arizona, and I hope to hear from you soon.